Hi everyone, today we're going to be talking about all those products that I wish I had bought sooner. All these products are absolutely phenomenal and I either chose not to buy them because I had to put my money elsewhere that particular month. There were certain other products that had to take priority and you know, it's not an endless bank balance. I don't get a lot of PR on this channel. I'm not bitter. I'm not going to get deep into the weeds on that one because there are so many reasons why that may be, but anyway, it is what it is at the end of the day. Or maybe the product, when it was first released, just didn't take my fancy. Maybe I thought I've got 5 other products in my drawer that will do exactly the same thing, and I chose to swerve it and not buy it. And now I've bought it and I'm thinking, why on earth did I not buy this when it was first released? So we're going to be talking about all those today. If you are new here, hi, my name's Gemma. I upload lots of beauty content, both skincare, makeup, lifestyle on this channel. If you are enjoying what you're watching, I'd love it if you come and join the Pampered Wolf Pack by clicking on the like button, the subscribe button, and that notification bell so you don't miss any future videos like these. If you are a returning viewer, welcome back. Let's dive straight into these lip pencils. These are from Kiko Milano. I'm not gonna lie, I've never been enthralled, inspired by Kiko Milano. I'm not quite sure why, but these have been showing up on the Look Fantastic website now for a considerable amount of time, and I neglected to buy them until recently. I bought one of these and now I have 4. That's how good these are. So these are the Everlasting Colour Precision Lip Liners. Absolutely phenomenal. These are soft, they are creamy. They're not too soft so that they're difficult to apply, but they are soft enough so that they glide over the lip rather than tugging at the lip. There's not a hint of waxiness in these whatsoever, and they are precise. So if you are only wanting to outline the border of the lip, you can do that extremely precisely without getting any on the body of the lip at all. Or if you want to, because these are really soft, you can also shade in a little bit or all of the body of the lip if that's the way you want to go. So these are incredibly precise. Let me show you how these work. These they have a little bit of a point on them. That point is a tiny bit more blunt now because I've used these quite a few times, and you just have to swiddle the little end there. Is that even a word? Swiddle? Turn the little end and the product is released from the top of the pencil. It also comes with a pencil sharpener on the end and a little blurring stick. I find this incredibly difficult to get off. It's very tight. But if you want to smooth this out over the body of the lip or blur the edges out so it's not so precise, it's not so precise, then you can do that as well. These are soft, really easy to apply, and then weld to the lips. They are not going anywhere. I'm not going to say that these last 24 hours because they don't, but I would say a good 12. If you are going to be eating, these are going to stay put on your lips, but they are going to fade slightly. So you may want to reapply after a number of hours just to make sure that the pigment is there. The only real negative that I can see is the shade range. Now, maybe it's just because I'm not looking hard enough, but a lot of these seem to have a corally or a warmer undertone to them rather than a pinkier undertone. I have got my eye on one of these with a pinkier undertone. I will be picking that up to add to the 4 that I already have. But just to show you the swatches of these, the shades that I have are 503, 505, 510, and 513. I'm in love with these. I think they're a superb formula, really easy to apply, very precise if you want to be, very comfortable on the lips. I don't think they are a drying formula, but I also don't think they're a non-drying formula either. Very comparable with a lot of other lip liners on the market that are meant to really stick to the lips and not move all day. There is an element of drying in there. So if you have really dry lips to begin with, you may not want to apply these all over the body of the lip like I would suggest that you didn't with a lot of other everlasting lip liners. So Really love these, wish I'd bought them sooner, most definitely. The next product I wish I'd bought sooner is actually the perfect accompaniment to the Kiko Milano lip liner in the shade 510. Have this one on my lips today. I'm really surprised I never took the bait and bought this product because so many of you in the comments section raved about this product. And yeah, I'm really sorry. It took going to Manchester to meet up with Dr. Sam Bunting, which I did last week. It was such a lovely event. Really enjoyed every single second. And being sat next to Emily Clarkson at brunch, who is a makeup artist. At the moment, she's working on The Voice. She is superb. She is so talented. Drop her a follow on Instagram if you want to check her out. Emmy Clarkson on Instagram. Absolutely fantastic. She started to apply this lipstick at brunch just to top it up a little bit, just a little refresh. And it was the most beautiful lipstick I think I'd ever seen. And I was like, what is that and where can I buy it? And it so happens it's from Vieve. I've only ever tried the liquid blush from Vieve. I never branched out. Why? Why? Somebody tell me why, because I just don't know. It's not like I just decided not to bother with these. I don't know why. They passed me by. They just passed me by. These are the Satin Slip lipsticks. I have two shades. I have the shade Silk Sheets, which is a really nice brownie tone. And I also have the shade Nighty, which is the shade that Emily was applying at brunch, the shade that just captivated my soul, and the shade that I have on today. These are creamy and soft. They glide on. They feel so nourishing and moisturizing without feeling heavy at all. These have the right amount of opacity. They're not too much where they look drying and a bit cakey. They're just enough. So they give you more coverage than a balm lipstick would give you, but slightly less coverage, I would say, than a matte lipstick would give you. And I am going to be trying her matte lipsticks because I didn't pick those up. I didn't know whether I was going to like these. Of course, I knew I was going to like these. As soon as I saw them, I knew I was going to like these, which is why I picked up two. And I'm so not regretting that decision, but absolutely glorious. My favourite is Nighty, most definitely. It's so wearable. Both are nude shades with a slight hint of pink. So we've got Silk Sheets, which is more of a mauvey nude, Nighty, which is more of a pinky peachy nude. Very wearable. The sheen is a satin sheen, exactly what it says it should be. It does not disappoint. I don't find this to be a drying formula at all. Like a lot of lipsticks, this isn't going to hydrate and nourish to the nth degree. It's not a lip balm. So if you do have super dry lips, I would prep your lips beforehand. I would recommend that for any lipstick whatsoever. So no change there. But I don't find this to be a drying formula. I can wear this all day, no issues. And although this is transferable, if you're going to kiss somebody, this is going to transfer. If you're going to bite into an apple or a donut, whichever takes your fancy, this is going to transfer and you are going to need to reapply. But it's not all going to have disappeared by the time you've eaten your food. It's not one of those lipsticks that just transfers and disappears. There is still going to be remnants of this left on the lip. So just a very simple touch up and you're good to go. I love these and I am kicking myself. Honestly, this is probably the thing in this video that I'm kicking myself most about. Actually, is it? I think we're on a level with the next product, so let's move on. So I've just gone to remove the swatches from the back of my hand because I had the urge to clean myself up a little bit for the next product. The Vieve lipsticks removed, no problems whatsoever, exactly what I was expecting. These lip liners from Kiko Milano, they are going nowhere. Absolutely nowhere. Oh my goodness, this next product. I cannot believe that I did not want to pick this up. That is right, I passed this by. I thought there is no point in this. I have 3 other products in my drawer that will do exactly the same thing that I will probably prefer more. So yeah, I didn't. I don't think I have been as disappointed in myself since I came second in the parents' race of my son's school sports day. I'm still bitter. I really should have won that race. I have not entered another parents' race since then. This is the Dior Forever Glow Star Filter in the shade 2. It is absolute perfection on my skin and I am obsessed. I cannot get enough of this. It is glorious. I didn't pick this up because I thought it was going to be either identical or extremely similar to the Hollywood Flawless Filter by Charlotte Tilbury. It does have some similarities, but in my opinion, this is way better, way more comfortable on my skin, much lighter in weight, doesn't go cakey throughout the day, has a slight bit of coverage, but not too much, and I can use this as a standalone product, whereas the Hollywood Flawless Filter from Charlotte Tilbury, I just think is a little bit too glowy and a little bit too heavy looking on my skin if I'm wearing it on its own. I do love that product. I just want to get that out there. I think the Hollywood Flawless Filter definitely has its place, but I don't reach for it very often, whereas I'm reaching for this now when I don't have any makeup on whatsoever. This is just a beautiful glow from within sheen, and it also smooths and blurs my imperfections, even though it's glowy. For me, this is one of the quickest pick-me-up products out on the market at the moment. As soon as I apply even the smallest amount of this, I instantaneously look more refreshed, more awake, more youthful. I've got that inner glow from within, which is incredibly flattering. I even apply this over my texture. I do miss out my large pore area because I find that is quite a glowy area anyway, so I don't apply any there, but I do find that this does help to disguise my texture a little bit whilst also giving it a bit of a glow. I've no idea how it does it, but I do find that to be the case. You can be the judge for yourself. If I want to have a really quick makeup day, adding a little bit of this over my skin, a bit of cream blush, a bit of mascara, a tiny bit of concealer underneath my eyes and around my nose, and I am good to go. I just love it. Next up, we've got these little hair bubbles from Kitsch. These are genius and exactly what I've been looking for the longest amount of time. If I had known these had existed, I would have bought these ages ago. So these are the recycled nylon elastics and they are superb. They have the biggest amount of stretch in them, super stretchy, and they do not have a seam. They also don't have a little bit of metal in there. So the seam or the metal, like most bobbles, can't pull your hair out, snag your hair, and you end up with loads of hair wrapped around the bubble at the end of the day, and you think, well, how did that get there? I've now got 10 strands of hair less on my head, and I need all the hair that I can get on my head. So these don't snag my hair, don't pull my hair. I have been using silk scrunchies for the last year or so. I find that they are really nice, but they also snag my hair, they pull my hair because of the ruching on the fabric. So these don't do that. And I also find with a lot of bobbles, they're either too tight or they're not tight enough. So they've got an element of stretch, obviously, with them being elastics, but sometimes just not enough. So when you've actually tied your hair up, it's either a little bit floppy because it's not tight enough around the hair, or it's just majorly too tight and you've really had to struggle to get the elastic around there to tie it around for the third time to make sure everything is secure. And that way you're probably damaging your hair anyway. Not going to do that with these little bad boys. So you do get a lot of these for your money. Not all of them are here. One of them is by my desk because I took my hair out while I was sat at my desk yesterday. One of them is definitely in my handbag and one of them is on Beatrice at the moment and she's at school. So not all of them are here and I still have quite a few of them in my hands and they are machine washable. So unlike other bobbles, you can shove these in the washing machine, wash them on 30, take them out, knowing these are clean. It's just genius. Absolute genius. Love them. I've seen these eyeliners from Zoeva advertised absolutely everywhere for months now. Never thought to pick one up until recently, and then I went and got two, and I am not going to be regretting it anytime soon. These are stunning. If you have crepey eyelids, but you're still wanting to be able to use a really nice eyeliner pencil, definitely check these out. They are stunning. They do have a little bit of a metallic sparkle to them, which I think adds a little bit of something extra, just an added elegance to the liner. I have metallic khaki or khaki, however you want to pronounce it, on today, and I just think it is stunning. I also have the shade Metallic Hazel, which is a really soft brown shade. So if you're wanting something that is a little bit softer than quite a harsh black, I do think black can look a little bit too much, a little bit too aggressive on an over 40 eye in certain circumstances. If you're wanting something softer, Metallic Hazel is definitely my pick. But the reason I love these so much is because they are super soft. So instead of having to drag these over the surface of the eye to then blend them out, really tugging at that skin, which is difficult if you have crepey eyelids, these are super soft, so all you need to do is tap them on the eyelid rather than dragging. You can do little fine strokes as you go along, and this will transfer to the lid effortlessly. You can then go in with either a fingertip or a brush and blend them out if you want more of a smoky look. Not only can these be used as an eyeliner though, you can put these all over the lid if you choose to do so, and they have the most beautiful metallic sheen which just sparkles in the light. I adore these. They are stunning. So like I said earlier, these are creamy, these are soft, these are really easy to apply, and you do get quite a lot of working time with these. So if you are quite slow where your eyeliner application is concerned, but you still want the time to be able to blend these out beautifully, smoke them out however you want to, you're going to have the time to do that before these dry down. When they've dried down, they are a lot more resistant to blending. However, they are not going to be budge proof like the lip liners that I shared with you earlier. If you have a tendency of rubbing your eyes, you are going to look like a panda by the end of the day. I don't feel like these bleed. I don't feel like these smudge without me rubbing my eye. But if I do rub my eye, these definitely are not budge proof. So just that's a little bit of a word of warning. If you do have watery eyes and you're constantly going like this at the corner of your eye, by the end of the day, you're probably not going to have any of this left. But I think it is absolutely stunning, and I'm glad I got two shades because I will be wearing these all the time. I have to mention the Tower 28 Make Waves mascara. This is everything everybody said it was going to be and more. This gives volume in abundance. I love it. So I'm not massively into a lengthening mascara, but you all know I'm a volume girl. I do love myself a nice, thick, chunky lash, and that is definitely what this gives me. I knew I was gonna like it as soon as I opened the tube and saw that there were a few clumps on the brush. I always get great success with clumpy mascara on the bristles. And I think the reason that is because you get a lot of product on your lashes at once. Gonna put this away so it doesn't dry out. You get a lot of product on your lashes in one go. Very easy to get rid of the clumps by combing through the lashes, but I need to mention that first because some people aren't going to like this because of the clumps that are on the brush. I myself couldn't be further from me. I love it. I absolutely love it. Very, very quick to apply. It pushes the lashes up. The one negative that I will say here, and probably the reason that this is not going to be my favorite mascara of all time, is that this doesn't hold a curl for me. It's not waterproof. Do they do a waterproof Tower 28 Make Waves mascara? Do they? Please let me know if they do, because I will be buying that straight away. Yeah, because it's not waterproof, doesn't hold the curl for me. And they go a little bit flat because it is quite a heavy formula. This doesn't make my lashes go crunchy or crispy. They are malleable still all the time. If I do have quite wet upper lids, if I've got a bit of a sweaty brow situation going on, this does have the tendency to transfer onto my upper lids. So if you suffer with the same thing as me, you may not like this. If you have a lot of smudging underneath your eyes with certain mascaras, you're probably going to get that with this as well. If you have a completely opposite experience to this mascara than me, let me know in the comment section, please, because I am eager to hear your thoughts. But I love everything else about this mascara. I love the volume, especially. The volume it gives, I mean, wow. It gives wow volume. Wow. Huge volume. Massive. The reason I've never bought this before is because I didn't think it was available to buy in the UK. I've never seen it in the UK before, and I did order it from quite an obscure website that I'd never heard of before, but it came, it arrived in good time as well, so I can't grumble. I'm really pleased that I got to try this out to see what all the fuss was about, because it stands up. It really does. I'm just really disappointed that it didn't hold a curl, because if this had held a curl, this would have probably been my new ride or die mascara. So every product that featured in this video I bought with my own money. None of it came in PR. Not that that would really matter, because if I thought it was fantastic or I thought it was awful, you know I would tell you if it came in PR. It really doesn't matter. But I did buy everything with my own money, which makes it even sweeter for me, because I just know I haven't wasted my own coin. Every single product is fabulous. I do have my favorites, and I'm sure you can tell which ones they are. I really hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope you found it helpful. Please let me know what you've thought about it in the comment section below. Please don't forget to like and subscribe before you leave, and I really hope to see you all in the next video. Bye everyone.